It was a crisp Tuesday morning in Seattle. The kind where the fog clung to the Space Needle like a reluctant lover. And I, Emily Carter, 35 and utterly devoted, walked into Summit Peak Consulting's glass-walled conference room expecting another routine strategy session. Instead, I felt the air thicken with unspoken doom as Michael Reynolds, my mentor and VP of Client Relations, cleared his throat and announced the unthinkable, effective immediately. Olivia Grant will lead our flagship accounts, including Pacific Harvest Foods. His words landed like a gut punch. My 3 years of relentless grind, sleepless nights, forsaken friendships, a relationship reduced to ashes, evaporating in one corporate sleight of hand. I sat there, frozen, as Olivia, the 29-year-old newcomer with her sharp bob and designer blazer, flashed a smile that screamed victory, while Michael's eyes darted away from mine, heavy with something I couldn't yet name, guilt, or worse, complicity. The betrayal sank in slowly, like ink bleeding through paper, staining everything it touched. For 3 years, I'd been the linchpin at Summit Peak, our boutique marketing firm tucked in a gleaming tower overlooking Puget Sound. I'd traded my life for this place, weekends blurred into weekdays, my apartment a ghost town of takeout containers and unopened mail. My desk, with its view of the ferries slicing through the gray water, held the essentials, spare outfits in the bottom drawer, a forgotten fern turning brown, and a faded photo from my UW graduation that mocked the dreams I'd shelved. My ex, Jake, had bailed 6 months back, slamming the door with, "You're chained to that laptop, Emily. I'm done being the afterthought." He was right. I'd ghosted friends' weddings, skipped family reunions in Portland, even forgot to water my neighbor's plants during her trips. But I told myself it was worth it. Michael had promised the world, "You're the heart of this team, Emily. Keep shining. And that director spot is yours." He groomed me from a jittery junior strategist into a powerhouse who could disarm C-suite skeptics with data and charm. Pacific Harvest Foods was my crown jewel, a organic grocery giant whose account I'd salvaged from the brink. When their eco-friendly packaging relaunch tanked amid supply chain scandals, I pulled 60-hour weeks, fueled by black coffee from the 12th floor machine at 5:45 a.m., rewriting their entire digital ecosystem. That move locked in 35% of Summit Peak's revenue, earning shout-outs in board meetings. I knew their execs like family, CEO David Harlan's preference for bullet point briefs, marketing lead Sophia Chen's aversion to jargon, CFO Marcus Hale's obsession with ROI breakdowns. They had my cell on speed dial, crises hitting at dawn or midnight, and I'd always delivered. It gave me purpose, a shield against the loneliness gnawing at my edges. I believed in the unwritten code: pour your soul in, become indispensable, and reap the rewards: a corner office, stock options, validation that my sacrifices weren't in vain. But cracks had appeared, ones I'd brushed off in my exhaustion. Whispers of closed-door huddles excluding me, Michael's sudden chill in our check-ins, the break room silences that swallowed conversations when I entered. Then Olivia arrived, poached from rival Cascade Creatives, with her Ivy League polish and effortless poise. Michael introduced her at the all-hands. "Olivia brings cutting-edge insights that'll propel us forward." His hand lingered too long on her shoulder, a gesture that twisted something in my gut. She shadowed me for weeks, her questions basic yet praised as innovative by Michael. "Great point on audience segmentation," he'd say, as if she'd reinvented the wheel. I noticed the patterns, her echoing his opinions in meetings, laughing at his stale mariner's jokes, staying late only when his light burned, lunches at that cozy bistro on Pike Street, not the usual spots, weekend strategy retreats in the San Juans that only they attended. My coworker Sarah murmured over salads. It's weird how she anticipates his every word. Alex from IT warned me, she's pulling your files after hours. Michael's greenlit her access. The demotion hit like a freight train. In that conference room, Michael framed it as realignment, Emily. Your skills will shine in a strategic support role, internal ops. Knowledge transfer. Support role? After I'd generated $10 million in upsells, Pacific Harvest's team had begged for me on their fall rollout. We need fresh energy, Michael said. Eyes averted. Fresh energy, code for Olivia's youth. Her connections. Whatever late-night consults they shared. I confronted him later, 3 years. Michael. I bled for this firm. He shuffled reports. Business is cutthroat. Emily. Olivia resonates with our vision. Vision? Or something more personal. That night, alone in my Belltown loft, rage simmered into resolve. Olivia's LinkedIn glowed with her smug update, thrilled to spearhead key accounts at Summit Peak. Michael had liked it, commenting, "Welcome the innovator." Innovator? She'd cribbed my notes verbatim. The pain festered. A quiet storm building. I couldn't scream or quit, not yet. Instead, I documented timestamps of Olivia accessing my Pacific Harvest dossiers, emails where she pitched my ideas as hers. Digging deeper. With Alex's discreet help, I uncovered emails predating her hire, Michael and Olivia discussing transitions at his lakeside cabin. One line chilled me, Emily's solid, but outdated. Once I'm in, we'll modernize. Then, the Apex scandal, a forwarded tip from a contact there revealed Olivia's resignation amid probes into her affair with a married exec and IP theft. Pattern recognized. She was a climber, using charm and bedsheets to leapfrog, leaving wreckage. Michael? Blinded or willing. My trust shattered. The silence of betrayal louder than any argument. I confided in David Harlan. Has Olivia mentioned my burnout? He paused. She said you stepped back voluntarily. Didn't sit right. Seed sown. Revenge brewed not in fury, but calculated calm, the kind born from wounds too deep for rashness. I framed transition sessions as duty. Meeting Sophia Chin over lattes. Olivia favors AI-driven content. Efficient. But remember last year's automated Earth Day post during the wildfires? Backlash City. Sophia paled. We can't risk that. With Marcus Hale. I highlighted billing intricacies. Olivia wants to streamline. Could cost you $250,000 in rebates. Doubt crept in. My trap for David, undocumented influencer vetting, hidden conflicts. I've monitored privately, Olivia doesn't know. I planted a subtle glitch in the @allgo fixable. But buried in docs she'd skim. Psychological warfare, overly helpful notes to Olivia. David hates Friday 3 p.m. Calls, family time. She scrambled. Paranoia mounting. Michael noticed her fraying. Transition rocky? I shrugged. She's thorough. But Pacific's intensity isn't for everyone. The explosion came Monday dawn. Ads live prematurely. Pacific Harvest's green living spots juxtaposed with gun ads and conspiracy forums. Phones erupted. Get Emily. David bellowed on speaker. Olivia. Disheveled. Begged, fix it. I demurred, access revoked. Remember? I'm support now. Michael thrust credentials. Please. I obliged. Narrating. Filters need weekly tweaks, trending checks. Eyes widened, competence on display. Influencer bombshell, posts for rivals. Obvious if monitored. Billing snafu, simplified invoices overcharging. In the war room. David's ultimatum, Emily back. Or we walk, 30% revenue. Olivia fled. Crimson, Michael trailed. Defeated. The board convened. Me summoned. I presented, metrics under my reign versus chaos now. Screenshots of theft. Logs of trysts. Apex dirt. Recordings legal in Washington. Michael's cutthroat dismissal. Olivia's smug call. Michael and I connect deeply. Your grind can't compete. CEO Elena Vasquez's gaze iced. Olivia. Fired for theft. Michael. Suspended. Kickbacks uncovered too. Apology followed. Emily. Reinstated as director. 25% raise. Report to me. The cost? My illusions shattered. Loyalty's fragility. Friendships strained. A hollow victory tasting of isolation. Yet, control reclaimed. Weeks later, promotions rolled. VP of key accounts. Equity stake. Jake texted regrets. Family called proud. At a Portland conference, I keynote crisis recovery. Spotting Olivia in the crowd. Badge from a flailing startup. Scribbling my words. Eyes met. She flinched. Success. Bittersweet, the price of choices etched in every silent scar.